I went and watched the movie that copyright infringed the name of this show, The Watchers. Yeah, I went and saw Dakota Fanning's new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's movie, The Watchers. Let's talk about it.
How long have you been here?
I don't know.
And you've never seen one?
No one sees one and survives.
Okay, so I got that whole thing out of the way where I said about The Watchers. This is The Watchers. But the movie we went and saw was The Watchers. And it's honestly a bit forgetful. And I say that only because it was a lot like a bad episode of Supernatural. And I am a Supernatural fan. I love Supernatural. And there weren't very many bad episodes. Let me rephrase. It was like a filler episode of Supernatural. And this movie, there was so many times where what they were doing didn't make sense. And it's what they would call a mythological soft horror or a fantasy horror. But it's a lot of like nature's protectors, and I'm not going to go any further. It's so hard to not say anything. If my buddy Gabe is watching, he'd say, oh, he's about to say something. He's going to spoil it right here. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not. But this movie has a lot of holes that maybe the deleted scenes have what would have made it make more sense, okay? I don't know. But I do know that I didn't really care for this movie. I was hoping it was going to be good. Dakota Fanning looked as pale as she did in the Twilight movies, and her acting, it was okay. It wasn't bad, but also her whole character didn't make a lot of sense either. She just went out and I really can't say anything because if I do, I'm going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it because it technically hasn't come out until Friday, and I think I'm going to put this out Friday, so I guess it'll be all right. But not everybody will see it by the time it comes out. Anyway, we have four characters that are the main characters, and they are, as you can tell from the trailer, they're stuck in this window type thing that they call the coop, because that's what the Watchers watch them through. And if you've seen the movie The Descent, it's a lot like that in a lot of ways. And The Descent wasn't a great movie in the first place, but at least it made sense. Or at least they tried to be logical about it. I want to say that this movie, would do well. And for all I know, it might do okay. But I don't think it will. I wanted to watch this movie instead of Bad Boys. Ride or Die. I just didn't want to watch that at all. And I thought, hey, it's a horror movie. I like horror. I think a lot of you that watch me like horror, but you will not like this movie. Do not see it in the theater. Please open the door. I'd say if you want to wait till streaming or just wait till it even comes on TV. So I want to tell you about it, but it's one of those movies, if I start to say anything, it's going to kind of unravel because it's a mess, honestly. This was not one of the best reviews because, honestly, it wasn't a good movie, and I can't say anything about it because if I do, I'll spoil it. So that's why this is probably not going to be one of my most watched, and that's okay. Because not everything's going to be great. But let me know if you liked what I did. Probably not this time. It's okay. Let me know if you have a comment. Put it down here below, and let me know. Until next time, I will see you at the theater, on my couch, by my iPad, but not in my bedroom. That's just weird. All right, goodbye, everybody.